I just realized I haven't actually done a final video of the stool project. So here is the finished product. And look, rather than me telling you how to do things, because I was working things out myself, I didn't really know how to do things, I'll show you all my mistakes. So the best one is this. When I was cutting the grooves for the brace here, I did it on the wrong side. Once you've cut one, you could, in theory, use it either way, but once you cut the second one, you've got to make sure it's on the opposite side, and I did it wrong. So now I ended up with this slot, so I filled it up with resin. I also had an extra screw hole here, which I didn't like, so I got rid of that and filled it up with resin, and I did the same thing here. So now you have these colours. Of course, when I mixed the other side, I didn't manage to mix the same colour resin because I did it, obviously, sitting on its head. So you've got different coloured resin here. I couldn't even get it level, so you can see it's, not sure if you can see, but it's indented here because I didn't do it very well. I don't actually like the screws now, and I think doing this again, you could actually just do it all with glue. Glue is supposedly very strong. Some other mistakes. You can see one just popping up there. I didn't pay attention to where the screw was going and it's poked through. That's that metal screw. So again, learning to be more careful. I did another split here in the wood. I glued this one and clamped it together. So it sort of survived all right. Look, the finish is, I really like the Danish oil that I used. This is all Danish oil. It's worked out really nice. I made a conscious choice not to round over the tops here. Another thing I've done as well is I didn't pre-drill well enough, and you see there's a small split here. Not much I can do about that. Still some pencil marks on here. I did do a blind groove or a blind dado joint here, because that was actually my intent, is to test out some techniques. It turned out it's a lot harder to be accurate. If you look down from on top, you can actually see where I've chiseled out, not very accurately. So if I want to make a bookcase, yeah, it's not going to work very well. But, you know, a good attempt. Also, there are spots on here where you can see where the finishes run, because you've got lots of different, horizontal surfaces, vertical surfaces. I wasn't sure if I should do all the staining first or if I should do it afterwards. I ended up doing it afterwards, and there's little blemishes here and there and bits running, but, what can you do? It's functional enough, and certainly it gets a lot of use. Yeah, look, as a first attempt, I think it's reasonable, but as with anything that you make, you're very aware of all the mistakes. I should probably put some feet on here at the moment. It's a little bit, it's not perfectly level. I did my best to make it level, but it's not perfectly level, so it does rock a little bit. Actually, yeah, you can just see on the glass here, it's rocking a little bit. But there she is. Look, it's at least slightly interesting style-wise, with some bonus features that were unintended. Yeah, if I did it again, I probably wouldn't use screws at all. I would just glue it all, gluing and clamping. I actually have a mitre saw now, so I could cut this a lot better. I actually cut all these straight lines with a jigsaw, which is really bad. Even all these straight lines here with a jigsaw. All right. This was the maximum width of the wood here, so this wasn't cut lengthways, it's just cross cuts all the way. But still, try to cut straight cuts with a jigsaw. It's not really what it's meant for. But there you have it. So that's the finalised stool. And look, it's very functional. It gets used, the cats love it. If I did it again, I'm sure I'd do it better. Oh, thanks for watching. That's the end of this project.